fam clients. Hi, families. Hi, welcome again to today's episode on Yaya's Bloggers Room. Yaya's Bloggers Room, where we'll be talking about a lot of things. But first and foremost, let's do our routine by our first routine by praying. So we start in the name of the Father, Jehovah, the God above every other God. We thank you for everything you've done in our life. We thank you for making us come back here to do wonders as usual. Father in heaven, thank you, Lord. Manifest yourself and go with us. So, um, on today's program, we'll be talking about a lot of things, a lot of pressures in the society, how it has affected, how it has been a source of pressure on youths on and how it has the kind of impact it has made. And if we have anyone here that it has pressured, let's talk about it. You understand? So concerning there's this viral gist about this young lady. She's an influencer, a yes, an influencer, a known personality online. She does vlogs and all sorts, you understand, but lifestyle content creation, and it has been so overwhelming, so sweet. So whenever you look at our videos, you get inspired, you understand, you want to live that lifestyle. Of course, it's luxury, it is kind of interesting, good. So concerning, hi, Miss Solesh, welcome again. You're one of our best fan. Hi, Miss Solesh, welcome again. You're one of our best fan here, and you've been so supportive. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Welcome again. We'll be expecting Mrs. Doing very soon. So before she comes, let's proceed on to today's matter, today's discussion, which we said, okay. And today's discussion, we said we'll be talking about depression in society. And a good example at the moment is by Miss, there's this young lady, Miss Theodore. I don't know if I pronounced it well, Theodore Francis. So there's this viral gist about her that um a man came to, I don't know how genuine the story is, but according to what we've seen online, because she's yet to debunk, she's yet to come out to talk about it, you understand. So let's just say everything based on allegedly, but we saw the video, but the man didn't show his face, so we don't know if the video was doctored, just to be on the safe side. So we just saw the video of this man walking, saying, "See the motto which appreciate." But before this whole gist, before this whole scenario, there was one scenario that happened that was kind of not. It was new to some of us, but not new to particular set of people, because I think when she purchased the car, because I didn't know when she actually did purchase the car. When she purchased the car, so this said, I think people were dragging her that, why, how would a young lady like this purchase such a car? And this is quite expensive and everything. And before you know it, you understand, the dragging was much on IG, then moved to state FBI, allegedly, about FBI and Twitter, for now known as X, you understand. So whereby they were talking that the dragging was everywhere. So after front, back, center, and everything, after the back and forth, you understand, dragging. So they now, I think she came out to say she used to contribute 200K on a daily basis before she could acquire that car. So the question is, okay, 200K on a daily basis. What could you be doing as an average Nigerian to earn 200 and to save 200K? That is whatever business you were doing at that point, you were earning like, so for a business you remove the main, what is it called, the capital, the expenses, so the excesses is what you're keeping. So what kind of business would a young lady in Nigeria, okay, I don't know, on a daily, 200K on a daily for about 30 days is how much? So for you to acquire such bands, you understand? She came out to debunk and everything, and she was saying God did, God did, God did. While some people are saying God did online, and my man, thank you behind cameras. But according to those who watched this vlog, they said she showed us the video of how she went to the bank, how she stepped out from, how she went to the bank, how she went to the car lot, um, and everything. He even puts a ribbon on it saying hard work pays and everything. Not until this man came. I don't know who the man was, but this is just based on rumors online where he came and he was saying, see the motto which you know appreciate. And I was like, so all the ribbon, all the, so that is why we need to believe everything on the internet at our risk. For those that used to pressure, like used to put, you just see it from another angle, like, look at young girl doing better than I am. Um, let me just do better. I think I'm not doing better. I think I'm not on the right track. I think that you begin to, you begin to just fault yourself, you begin to criticize, chastise yourself. Excuse me, you don't need it. You absolutely do not do what? You absolutely do not need it. At least this will serve an example to you. Although we've seen different cases whereby you see situations, several situations whereby um young lady being caught for doing illegal job just to make ends meet, and the person will come to the social media to flaunt a lot of things. So this is one, and that's another one. So this is another one. So if the story was true, have you learnt your lessons? What are the lessons you learnt? You understand? What are the morals of these lessons? Some of the morals, break in transmission. I guess I quickly went to attend to something. So back to our discussion. So back to our discussion, we mentioned several things. So the question here is, what were the moral lessons of this event? Some of the moral lessons learned so far, I would say when a man buys something for you, oh, you can decide not to reveal the identity, his identity, for security purposes. Purposes. That's fine. That's all good. That's excellent. You understand? Based on probably your experience or your kind of person. That's fine. You could have better said, oh, my man did. Okay, you want to claim you don't have a man, or someone gave me as a gift. You understand? That would have covered up for this. And you can keep people in the, I don't know, they'll start guessing who could this person be. That that's their problem. You don't want to attend to that. You understand? That is that. So lesson learned is another lesson learned is, um okay, whenever a man buys you a property, please note that, sell that property off. Even if you bought it in your name, sell it off and go and purchase another one. You still don't get it. Okay, take for instance this Theodore lady. The man bought her a car and he collected it back. If she had sold this car, if she had sold it, I don't know if he gave her, probably he gave her now. If she had sold the car to get another car in her name, this thing wouldn't have happened. Sincerely, this whole thing wouldn't have happened. Why would he come to claim it? Okay, you gave me a car. You claimed you gave me a car and I sold it off. Probably I was not really liking the car. You could just put up something together. At least you've given me. You go to check my hand again to see if something. No, 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 no. You understand? No, no, no. That one don't go. You get. So another moral lesson learned from this Theodore lady, we've talked about having um you purchasing reselling what a man gifts you. Yes, because of situations like that, like this, because we've seen situations whereby a man will gift you a house and after little misunderstanding he will come for it and you collect it, you send it out and you do nothing, absolutely nothing, and the disgrace will be public. You understand? So that's another lesson, another moral lesson learned. You understand? And that way I believe and more people can adjust. So another thing I want you to notice, if situations like this happen, I know it have stained the lady's reputation. I know she might have felt, ah God, this is the end. This she might be feeling depressed at the moment. But my dear, you don't need to feel depressed because some other ladies, their own didn't make it up to the internet. You understand? That is why we did not see. But it happened in the presence of some people that they might likely post those ones in the future. You get, which is even worse than what has happened. Don't feel this is the end. This, oh, you are broken, you are this, you are that. Please don't feel that way. See, Mrs. Doyin, welcome, welcome, welcome. Good to see you again. Mrs. Doyin, good to see you. We've been expecting you on this channel today. Thank you once again. You can catch up with what we've been saying over time. You can catch up with what we've been saying over time through, like, you can just listen through it, then you can get what we've been saying. So about Lagos girls and lie, Lagos girls and pressure. So for those of you who think you've not been doing it better, you've not done anything better, oh, this is the end, this is, excuse me, now this I've taught you a lesson. So you can double up your hustle if you want to be a content creator. If you want to do any part you find yourself, just be good, just keep pushing, just believe in yourself, repackage yourself, rebrand, as I usually say, brand yourself, make sure you make a statement, smell nice, make sure you're top notch. You understand? Make sure you check and balance, make sure you criticize yourself as well, you find solution. Don't be a complainant, always make solutions. You understand? Complaints don't help. Don't be afraid, don't fear unnecessary things. You understand? So I talked about that as well. You understand? So for this lady, I really don't have much to say about her. But Mrs. Doyin or whosoever that is online, our fans, our followers here, please kindly contribute. As I said earlier, you people just came late. So from what we've said so far, we've been able to talk, go over, no go overrun. Yes, like Mrs. Doing just said, you don't need to overrun. You don't need to over pressure yourself, feeling, I know Sabi, God, this girl, Ogundile. No, 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 no. You've done the best. You are doing your best. And you feel hard work doesn't pay, don't worry, wait till God crowns your effort and you see the magic. Do you think this lady is not working extra? She's working extra, at least for a lady to get a car, like to meet a man to give her a car. You know, the kind of prayer she'll be doing, definitely she'll be prayerful, definitely she'll be walking extra mile. What definitely she'll, in fact, she's a statement on her own. Just that we don't need to encourage this in this society. You get? So a lot of things like that, a lot of things, a lot of things. I know now she might be broken, she might, excuse me, dust your body and move on. Yes, God bless you. It's normal for a man to buy a car for a woman, but the fact is, what we are talking about is, why would you buy a woman a gift and collect it because of little arguments? Who does that? And after collecting it, you will now come online to come and post it that you've collected it, this one, that one, which is really bad. There are some men that you believe they are man, they are alpha man, but they are not. They are boys, secondary school boys for that matter, secondary school boys in mature body, or how do we put the English? You now came to disgrace her. Oh gosh. Ah, men that used to take their things back after misunderstanding are boys. They are not men. They are boys. That's quite not mature. That's I don't know the English to use. But also there and then, 20 20K bouquet people. Correct English. Thank you, madam. Madam A, thank you, madam. Thank you so much. That's the best English. 20K bouquet people everywhere. Like, when you knew you were not up to Mr. Lesh Wallace laughed. Wow, you need to. When you knew you cannot afford things, why not stay within your budget? When you knew you didn't want to give her the stuff, you should have just told her, I cannot drop the car. Okay, she could be pressuring you, begging you, saying, please, 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 my dear. There are better ways to do it. You could get her a Toyota. You could tell her, okay, let's do a content, then afterwards I'll collect my car and all of that. Fine. But you said you gave her because she did not appreciate it. Definitely, we are Oliver Twist. We definitely want more. That is why we are ladies. We are females. You understand? We definitely want more. Even if you give us a Rolls Royce today, you understand, a 2024 Rolls Royce, we'll definitely ask for 2025. If you give us 2025 Rolls Royce, we'll definitely ask for 2026 Rolls Royce. You understand? We are wired that way. Okay, you could be saying, oh, why is it that I don't, whenever we do something that is not really accepted, that is not morally accepted or something, we hide under um the shadow of, oh, I'm a girl, girl, you understand, I'm a lady, please pardon me. Like, we normalize rubbish, Abby. We do not normalize rubbish, but the fact still remains, the guy did not do what was fine. ah ah that one save day. Those, oh, Mr. Wale said, if you use and chop mouth clean that one sef dey low key, you understand, but ẹnu àbọ̀rẹ̀kọlá tí ń gbọ́ búburú. I don't understand the English, but the Yoruba, but try to understand me. Fit that one sef fit dey o, if you run that parole low key, you get. It is well o, if you wan use am chop am, but that's what's now the fun, what's now the ah what's now the you understand, what's now the fun about it, what's now the why would you lie to a lady? That's immature. Because you want her, you should have just probably told her, baby girl, moko eje, don't worry, you see all these cars na me get am, but I no fit give you. If you like me, you stay. I can decide to offer you something better, or something that will pay off. Okay, the content, okay, I'll borrow you the car, but I'll not give you. So after the content returned my car, I'm fine. You understand? They are big girls. They are big girls. See, you see this big girl. Big girl comes with a lot of stains, with a lot of blemish. Let me use blemish should be better. You understand? I know by Lambo. Is that why you're shouting? Yes. Ah, big girl. It's not easy to be a big girl. Go and ask Lagos men and lamba. Even Olowo herself, they give woman lamba. See, it's not. You see this gist, eh? Na wetin go far o. Oh, thank God say na don dey accept say men na lie, men na scum, na 5 and 6. So the gist is quite funny. So I don't know what to say. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Even God, like I'm speechless at the moment seeing those comments, reading out those comments. This comment are quite funny, quite naughty. You understand? Ah, they need them with vow. They don't need them. Oh, Galesh. These girls no need all these things. You understand? See, I believe if you tell this girl, I want to get serious with you, and you keep pumping in money, pumping in because that is their lifestyle. That is what they do as their content. Okay, take for instance, I told you she was a content creator. She does lifestyle and everything, vlog, and so she'll definitely want a new car, wants brands to sign her to be an ambassador and everything. So if she does not do that package, you understand, definitely she won't get deals. She won't get deals. You understand? So she needs that package. You know, one thing about Lagos, one thing about vlog and everything, you need to fake it till you make it. That's how the system, that's the rule of the system. You understand? You actually need to fake it till you make it. And how do you fake it? You understand? Fake life is quite expensive. Like Osh people will say, fake life is expensive. It's expensive to live fake lifestyle. At least she'll definitely pay for this car, this Benz in one way or the other, which I cannot state here. You understand? But as an adult, we should behave. You understand? Fake it don't come make dem chop am o. See as see, hello, I want you to understand something. Those girls do you relationship or small money package. See lifestyle, see luxury and being a big girl comes with a lot of things. And like I said earlier, so now you doing all these luxury things, you need to pay the price. If you cannot give money, you use something in exchange of that money. Maybe by going to do house chores, maybe you understand, you cook, abi, I don't know, maybe you be I'm not insinuating anything, but I say you understand. I do not know that one. No, no. This girl now, looking at her, you know that she's still a V. She's not someone that's they've never touched this one. This one is brand. She's looking at her face. She's innocent. You know, I think she's quite young. So she's quite young. So looking at her, you see she's innocent. She's a mommy's girl, like mommy, you understand? So she's not someone like that. So and what she demanded for it wasn't too much, you understand? She could have just asked from someone that could afford it, that one save day. Not that I'm not saying the person isn't rich, you understand? But at times you may be rich, but there are some things you cannot afford at that moment because you have a project that you need to really take. For instance, let's assume the guy had a lot of projects going on and you said you wanted a Rolls Royce and everything. Excuse me, like make I live my future. You understand? And for you to be doing a project, definitely it's for the future. You understand? And you telling me if I don't get you, this. You understand? So that one self day. So I'm blaming the both. She didn't ask the right person. He, there are two ways to say she didn't ask the right person, because in the video that was circulating on the internet was that the video was that, oh, welcome, Princess Abiodun. Thanks for joining and thanks for commenting. We welcome you to this channel. Kindly follow us and listen. Let's and contribute. Thank you. So, we were saying something earlier. So, about this lady, the man said she did not see the motor wey we give am, wey she no appreciate. Na because of say I even leave am for garage for a very long time. I just talk say make she go dey use am. See, there are two sides to this coin, two sides to this story. Even if she had asked the right person, even she had asked the right person, the thing is, the thing still remains. There are some people that are so disciplined that because I give you something does not mean you should not appreciate. Like you now telling me, kilo wá for me. Wetin you give me wey person never give person before. No matter how you're a cheerful giver, you might get upset at that moment. You understand? Because that was what he said. We've not listened to her part. We've not heard from her. We've not heard her side of the story. You understand? So that is that. So if she had come outside to say, oh, eh, like you saying, oh, baby, thanks. I know you're doing something at the moment, but for you to give me this, it goes a long way. It means a lot to me. Probably she just said, oh, thanks, but you can still do better. Mrs. Doyin says, was he wanting more she can't give? See, there are some people, you need to understand the kind of person you are dealing with. There are some people, if they give you anything, they expect you to start rolling on the floor. So if you know you're collecting something from somebody, from such a person, you should be ready to pay that price. That, okay, I want to collect something from so person. His style is that if he gives you, you'll be expecting me rolling on the floor as a return. So you need to pay that price. Nothing comes for free. Nothing, I repeat, except the grace of God. Nothing comes for free. We all need to pay that price, which is, you need to understand the person you are dealing with. Why some people you just accept and you don't over thank them, you understand. Once you begin to over thank them, see if you don't enter, they'll be like, hey, see, poor man, oh, poverty, I bind you, because you are beginning to appreciate too much. Why some people, they just need it moderately, don't over and don't under do. You understand? We are different people. So it is about you understanding the kind of person you want to deal with. And I want ladies too, because there was a time, there's this video that went viral online about one Tosin and one bad boy Jago a certain time too. See, once you see your man is a leaky mouth, or your woman is a leaky mouth, you need to be filtering words. Filter the words you tell them, filter informations, filter your lifestyle. See, conceal a lot of things. Don't, because of, in the name of love, you now go and be running some package because of money. You wanted that time, you wanted to rise to stardom, you wanted to rise to fame. My dear, you see those people, they go to drag you for mud. Once you see your man na cho 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 cho, I'm not saying bad but Jago is a cho 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 person. No, let me, I'm not talking from the place of hate or from the place of taking sides with Tosin or taking sides with bad but Jago. I'm just, see, don't take my video for, don't misinterpret what I'm saying. I'm just saying you need to understand your partner before understand the kind of person you are dealing with, so that so as for you to not go into the mud, you understand, so that they won't do you dirt, you understand, because most of these people that these things to happen to are people that love the integrity. Look at Tosin. When that thing happened, Tosin felt you when she was talking to Daddy Freeze. I saw Tosin, like I've not met her in person, but I felt, I looked at her like, even she felt so like, wetin be this thing now? You understand? Tosin, no be you suppose happen to. I saw it on her face, written all over her. You understand? So that is that. Sorry, we are back. Sorry, we are back. We are sorry we are back. I think it was a network. So we are sorry for the break in transmission. And so now, so from today's topic, we'll be talking about depression, concerning all of these things that we just spoke about, things we've spoken about in the last few minutes. Things like, oh, he did this, he did that, he stained my white, he did not stain my white, he came to wash our dirty linen outside, everything. You see, all this whole discussion, let us now channel it to how it could affect our mood and how we feel we can get away and stand on our feet and also move on. You understand? What has this thing that has happened to this girl could have happened to any person. You understand? And it could break another person down. It all depends on our shock absorber. Let me just use the English. I don't just permit me to use the English. How we can absorb shock. You understand? So let's break some things down. How could this lead to depression? Yes, absolutely. It could switch our mood in such that it could break our mood in such that if care is not taken, you see this thing, you see this social media thing, eh? It could break someone in such that if care is not taken, the person may not be able to rise again. You see those people that used to drop all those funny comments, and you be like, there are some things that are better not said. You see those people, eh? Hmm. You need to see these comments. Anybody that posts about this girl, go to the person's comment section and come and read comments. So the best thing for her, things I feel she can put in place for her to gather up is, if it is possible for her to close her comment section. That is number one. Number two, she needs people around her, people with positive vibe, people that will tell you, okay, like what we treated yesterday, people that will tell you, move on. You don't need to break. You don't need to be broken. You don't need to let this shake you. You understand? People that will contribute to your life at that point, people that will make you happy, people that will take you out. Even if she steps out, don't you feel people will say, was this not the lady that was posted? She should just be like, oh, so even Jesus said them crucify him. But be good person, not to talk of me. So if you can give them that vibe and just move on, and then she should do what she likes doing best. If she likes to eat, if she likes to go out, if she likes to hang out, if she likes to do gossip, she just engage in that. At this point, that will save her, and she not let their words get into her. She just lock her comment section. They go just dey cry, they go cry tire. No go get into her. So those are ways she can ways at which she can deal with depression and get over it. So standing on her feet again, fine, this may standing on her feet again, this may affect our brands, our ambassadorship with brands. You understand? They may withdraw some deals from her because some brands they don't really like people, you understand, having controversy and all of that. And as well, this can also market her to the world. You understand? So it all depends on, do you want to be buried in the sea, in the soil to germinate, or to be buried to remain there and dead? How do you tend to see yourself? How do you want to, how do you wish to transform your situation? You understand? Do you want to germinate, or you want to be seen as, oh, they buried her a long time, or they buried him a long time? How do you wish to see yourself? So we've talked about that, we've talked about that. We have we have this, most times we used to do this show for about an hour plus. So we have more minutes to talk about how, as should we move to spirituality? Should we talk about how spirituality has affected all this that happened? Or should we just conclude the story about she using the situation to rebrand? Then, boom, you understand? She can also use it. She can re strategize, get a coach, a life coach that will talk into her, someone that will make her see straight again, give the media some time for like 2 weeks, then it's over. They'll forget about it. In less than 24 hours, she start making posts as if she doesn't care. Switch them. If it is possible, talk about adverts, talk about business. You don't need to talk about, oh, don't make a rejoinder. Don't talk about those things that happen. Pretend as if it's never happened. The dragging will continue, but at least it will, before you know it, switch them from that conversation, from that lane, switch them. You get it. So that is that for that. So when we talk about spirituality, we can also relate this to spirituality. They said, I don't know if you saw this moon. We want to link it to astrology and all those things. I don't know if you saw the moon, the eclipse of the moon that happened on the 9th 9 on 9/9/2025. Some people talked about it haven't kind of having to have effects on each zodiac sign, like the water sign, the earth sign, the air sign, the fire sign. Some signs, they said, according to what I read so far, because I didn't go deep concerning this astrology thing, and I'm not really a big fan per se, but for those that I feel okay, let's add 1 plus 1 to see if it was really, if it will tally. So that is why I'm making this videos. You understand this part? So some said it has got to do with your sign. So when the eclipse of the moon happened, it had impact on each sign. You understand? It had impact structures. You understand? For the water sign, I think it's break a long time course, a long time chain. Then it's make them start a new beginning, then to restart their path to make, you understand. And for I think one other sign, them to drop a bad habit and all of that. So it had impact on each individuals. So probably from my own end, that was what it caused. Or what do you think? So don't say I dey try talk say this spiritually self spiritual level self dey, because on the norms and the guy could be okay on the norms. What of air sign? What he did on air sign? I only okay, air sign. I think they are dropping their bad, leaving their old, some of their old ways, some of their like outdated habits. You understand? They are dropping some of their outdated habits to a new one. Do they really have a new beginning? Like they need to kind of, they are just dropping a lot of things. A rebirth, let me just use that English. A rebirth for most people, like ending generational curse, ending a lot of things. You understand? It is a time for a new beginning, to break the chain of, financial problem. So leading from now on, it's now a financial freedom thing. Not just financial freedom, it could be on your career, freedom on your career and everything that has got to do with you and all. So it's a really time changing for all, for everyone. So it now depends on individual on making a a concrete decision, a decision. So they said for each sign, whatever decision you are making now will last you for a couple of years, like let's say 10, 20 years. You understand? So 10, 20 years to your age, add it. You understand? That's quite much. No one would want to waste that time. So when it comes to your career, when it comes to anything, now that you now have a rebate, tún yàn ní moment yìí, time to ní a new beginning, a new, you understand, tún yàn, like know what you are doing, pick everything right. You don't need to fail again. You are not born to fail. This is the best time, this is the right time for you to know what you are doing. If you're doing anything that you feel you've been doing on over the years, it has not been paying off, and you feel you cannot wait anymore, drop it. Start a new beginning. Your vision, your envision, check it, scrutinize everything, criticize it. Don't criticize some things. Do checks and balance. Focus. Then boom. You understand? Be prayerful. Make sure your spiritual life is most grounded. I won't lie to you, if it is not grounded, most things happen in the spiritual world before it manifests in the physical. It happens in the spiritual realm before it manifests to this physical. You see that thing that happened that day? We've been seeing it before. I think the last one that happened, it was in I think 2022, 2023. Fine. You can't just tell me those are just mere scientific occurrence. See, there are some things that even scientists cannot explain, but no scientist will come out to tell you I cannot explain this one, or even if I explain it, it's normal for me to just tell you one or two, just to feed your curiosity and make you calm. You see those things, even them, they know it's beyond physical. It's beyond what's it's beyond the, will I say, the celestial, the cosmic. It is something beyond their comprehension. You're not getting me. It's something beyond their comprehension, but no one would want to say, oh, because their bodies on their own, and they will want to feel, oh, let people know we are doing it right. I'm not saying they are not doing it right, but those are part of spiritual drama, spiritual things. And according to some old beliefs, according to some old beliefs, old Guinea, it is tradition. It is stated that when kind of things like that happens, uh there's a new rebirth and something big wants to happen, like famine. Do you know the meaning of famine? You can check up for the word in the dictionary, like ogbele. You understand? And when it happens and it ends, a new beginning. It could be war, it could be fight. So take for instance what happened in Nepal. You understand? Kind of, you see those ones are now having a rebirth. You understand? A cycle just end, and another beginning for them. You understand? You see, when Nepal comes back, Nepal will be strong, better, and at that point, there's a revolution. Revolution. And is there any? Was there any history of peaceful revolution? I wouldn't know. We'll have to make research on that, because we didn't plan to venture into science and everything today. We're only talking about this lady, Theodore Francis. Then it led to, we made the spiritual analysis, we made the physical analysis, we talked about the moral lesson, we talked about, you understand, we are making each subtitles from our title. So that is a new, a rebirth, you understand, àtúnwáyé, àtúnwáyé. So kí gbogbo wa try láti mọ nǹkan tí à ń ṣe. So since we've analysed a lot of things here, what more can we talk about? What more should we talk about? You understand? We've talked about the psychology aspects, we've talked about the spiritual aspects, we've talked about the societal part of it. That if it was constituting, was it um a form of menace to the society? Like now you see a 16 years old girl, you ask her a dream. On back in the days they'll tell you, oh, I wish to be this, and these are my dreams, this is how I feel I can attain my dreams, these are my process. After my 5 years in the university, I'll graduate. You'd be like, after everything you clap, you'll be impressed. But now, my dear, you see a 16 years old, not even looking 16 years old will be looking like 30 years. Let's start with that. The appearance is, then now try to ask some certain questions. What are your dreams in life? What do you feel you could be? How do you feel you can impact the society and everything? You'll be here, once I'm a big girl, my dream in life is, once I graduate from university, um, I'll get a job. I'll start, I'll start driving big cars, luxury house, and luxury house. Being a big girl, I saw one interview like that now. Being a big girl, and that one Odogu wife, and I was like, ah, eléyìí tún wà ní. Has it got to this? So that is that for that. So for those of us that are having some people as our role model, the society, we need to be cautious. We know these people, soft life, always speaking soft life, and they don't want to work. Hmm. Can that two words fit in the same sentence. No, I don't want to work. I want soft life. Hmm. I want to spend money. Nínú èdè kan náà, ó wrong now. Ó absolutely wrong. Ó wrong gan-an tiẹ̀ ni. So we have another gist again. Should we talk about it or we should talk about it tomorrow? If we are talking about it tonight, we want all hands on deck. All hands on deck. So want you to be communicating so as for us to know which angle to pick. Okay. On today's show, since we've talked about that. Okay. On today's show, since we've talked about that, we'll be talking about um Lagos big boys, and not just Lagos big boys, um Lagos influential big boys, the most talked about boys in town. And as well, we'll be talking about the TikTok part of the social media. I think some of us are aware of this gist, which is this concerning Sandra Benede, Oloro, Oba, Arrowwelt, Ziz, um, Okunuga, and many more. Nakata, I don't know if I'm right, but I think those are the names involved. You understand? So let's talk about Lagos big boys. So, according to the gist we saw online, Sandra Benede called. I just okay. Let me just start from what I saw before I now saw the main. Before I got to the root of the matter online, I saw a video of Sandra Sean Pizzo saying, "Why is that this girl they always they block me?" I know Sean Pizzo is kind of a calm person. Like I'm not saying Ogbano did no, but it's kind of. So after I was like, Sandra Benede is someone that does not have wahala too. But I really don't know her, but I just like her person. So Oloro now came online and it was like, she talk say Sandra talk say make FBI come carry me. She go report me for FBI. Say Sam Larry talk say if they put me say make I drop my home address for Monaco or so. I don't drop on you go think say you think say I be Mohbad. This one that I was like, that's another video now. So different videos and different. I was just seeing different stuff. Like I was like, what is happening? Then I went to make my research online, like videos. You know, TikTok will always give you videos upon videos, not a complete video per se, but you need to use your. So there and then I saw this video of this people. What really caused the matter was about Jigon. Sandra was like, Jigon, you've been playing with me all this while, whereas you are in the um you were in the WhatsApp group with some other people planning against my bestie, which is Nera. You understand? You shouldn't have done that. You're not a good person. You are this, you are that. So Oloro was now like, you don't need to turn people's back against the Jigon, because and he stated his reason, which I feel is valid to some point. You understand? At least for a reasonable person. So he said, okay, why would you tell people not to? Why would you be, you understand, playing people? Let me just use the word like playing people. Not that she came out to say don't talk to you go again, but why would you be, you understand, telling people stylishly not to conversate with Jigon? You understand? Because we can't put Jigon that Jigon is absolutely a bad person, because Jigon started TikTok a while ago, and then and there then and there, he never met you when he started this TikTok, and he had been in the group chat before he became your friend. So you now saying, you've been my friend and you've been speaking ill about my bestie. That makes you not be a good person. That was Oloro's point. So I didn't know how he got to um Sandra. The whole thing just escalated. So they now started talking about, now me and your boss they. So not knowing. So Sandra now called Arrowwelt. Arrowwelt was on speaker. She put the phone on speaker, and they were now talking about a lot of things like, tell am say you go use FBI. Tell am say you go use FBI. Come, you understand all those kind things. So Arrowwelt sha made a public apology and everything, which I feel for Agbalagba to do that kind thing. Oloro abeg gboju. But na at the same time, na street we dey. You sef, you don know as everywhere don still be that. Arrowwelt fit no mean am. So ọmọ ní obìnrin èṣù lobìnrin. I'm not saying èṣù ní Sandra. I like Sandra very very well, but obìnrin èèyàn gbọ́dọ̀ máa wà careful pẹ̀lú ọ̀rọ̀ wọn. You need to be careful, you need to be watchful, you understand? So you people should just let go, let everything just slide. By same thing, at the same time, learn one or two lessons from what happened. So Oloro, so what I just saw that Oloro did, I know say then they advise rich man and then they advise and then they advise breadwinner. But what I just feel Oloro should have worked on was that should have been saying, should have given women Sandra some respect, like him not saying, I will go download your photo, put for my Telegram. Thank God say I get views for Telegram and this that. You understand? If I you understand, I, I understand. Say she could have. She really stepped on your nerves, on your toes, and it's got you. You understand? Which is normal. It got you. But the man in you should just speak out and say, Sandra, me and you, wetin one dey exchange word for. You understand? Because I used to know Loro to be one very big guy, like someone that is very intellectual. Someone that I know when he speaks sense. You understand? When he talks, you there's no how Oloro will talk, except you are absolute dummy. You will not get one or two points that will propel you. You understand? There's no how Oloro when he speaks. I don't know. I don't know if I feel connected, but I'm not really a fan. I don't think I even followed him anywhere. But whenever his video pops, and I feel wow, wow, and I just listen to him, I just feel, wow, wow. You get that's for Olowo. So I feel you have gone down, 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 or gone that far by saying, I get your no be hook up girl. Person wey dey sell there's this platform wey dey sell. I don't understand that this thing. Maybe because I'm not really so they shouldn't have spoken about that. Like just live our life. Um Keep her life away from this. She wasn't talking about your life. So I don't know if you spoke about it like you do this, you do that. She doesn't know anything about you per se. She just knows you're a big boy, you're a Lagos big boy, and you need to avoid some things. You understand? I don't think Sandra has. She just has a clue about Oloro, but not a solid and a concrete thing. You understand? So that's for Oloro. Oh, that's just the gist we have tonight. Our show is usually within an hour, like I said earlier. previously, our show is always within an hour, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, or thereabout. So if you have anything to talk about, anything to add or subtract, we are here to talk about it. We are here, we are here, we are here. So what do you want us to talk about? What do you want us to analyze? What do you want us, what gap is we did not feel? Okay, the astrology gap. We can talk about the astrology gap, like, okay, moods. What about land sign? She said about land sign. You can go check them up for yourself. But what I just know that for those of us that are highly spiritual, highly connected at this point, we've been feeling uneasy. You understand? We've been feeling like carrying a lot of burden. We've been seeing as if we are carrying a lot of burden. We've been feeling, okay, I need to retrace my step. I need to work on myself. I need to stop this and start a new beginning. And at this moment, most of us really cry a lot. Some even go as far as feeling depressed because of the moon sign. So it has really, what else again has it done? It has made some people so emotional. They've been there's this withdrawal mood they've been having, kind of withdrawing themselves. So it has brought the inner part of us to the surface, the deeper part of us to the surface. Like, you are another being entirely. You are questioning yourself, you're questioning your existence. That is the cause of the moon, the full moon or the eclipse moon. You understand? So I think it will not only last on that day. It has happened though, and it lasted for 3 minutes or thereabout. But what about the impact on people that are highly spiritual, people that are higher? You understand? So things that I feel had happened. You understand? We've been feeling so easy. We've been asking questions. We've been so spiritual. We've not had a balanced dream. We've not had a balanced dream. Like, you understand? We've been seeing everything just vividly per se. We've not been able to lay our hands on, you understand? But while some that are lazy have decided to start working, you understand? Some that have not been, that their dreams have not been like clear, like what they want to become in life, it has helped them say, okay, I think I've been playing all this while, let me do this. And I think this is what will work wonders for me. Okay, like I said, I think we are rounding up today's program. So what do? We need to thank God for Abba Father, the King of Glory, the I am that I am, the God who knows all, the perfect one, the waymaker, the God of grace, the God of peace, the God of strength, the God whose wisdom, knowledge, and understanding cannot be compared to any or every other gods, the God of wonders, the God of mystery, the God who knows it all, the God that never sleeps, neither does he slumber, the perfect one, the God of peace, the God of strength. How much more can we thank you? We thank you, we thank you, we thank you. Answered prayers for crowning today's efforts, for placing hands on everything we do, for making it successful, for divine encounter, for opening doors, for opened doors as well. We thank you. As we round up today's program, Father, we put them in your able hands. As we come, and tomorrow is another day. As we come, come with us. As we move, move with us. Thank you, Lord. We worship you. Amen.